my first move when I was going to try and sell this was to do cold email. It's the thing that I'd got the most success with. Fastest way to the cash. I could turn the emails back on. Now, there's hundreds of pieces of software out there. Like you got Lemlist, Instantly, Woodpecker, Smart. They're all the same with small tweaks and that. Like I don't obsess over the software, but we need to scale. So the aim was to get to 100 inboxes. I know you could watch like if you want to go into the technical side, there's plenty of videos on YouTube just telling you how to do the technical setup. But I just have 100 inboxes, 2 per domain, 15, 20 emails a day per inbox, maybe sometimes less. And they're the 2 softwares that I was using at the time. I kind of just use Smart Leads now, but I think they're pretty much the same. And this was the simple system that I'd planned out that I was going to use for my cold email. Send email, follow up on email, get reply. And now, this is where the magic is for cold email, I think, is as soon as I got a reply, obviously a positive reply, I would just call the person. I never had their phone numbers in Instantly or Smart Leads or whatever, but as soon as somebody would reply, I would get their email address, go and find their business profile, get their number, and just call them and say, "Hi John, it's Ryan. I've just emailed you. You know about the video to get found on Google or whatever it was, like the Google My Business thing." He's like, "Oh, fantastic. Like, you got 2 minutes?" It's like, "Yeah, I'm in the van. I'm on my way home." And then we just go over what it is. And, earlier when I was on about like asking for the sale, you got to get comfortable with it. But I had to get comfortable with that. But I just take the credit card over the phone. I just get the sale at that point because I don't think there's a better time to take the credit card details when you've just made the sale to them. If I let them go home and forget about what I'd said, or I've got to try and resell again. So I just take the credit card over the phone. And that's how I signed up quite a lot of people. So that was the first version of it. We got a lot of replies. Again, them cold emails. When we scaled the inboxes up, we're way over 100 inboxes now. But that's the thing with emails. It is hard to just go from 0 to 100. You got warm-up phases and stuff. And the biggest challenge was calling the people. It was only me and Harry in the office at the time. And so I got myself a headset, watched Wolf of Wall Street, and I got pumped the shit. But yeah, I got pumped up, and I thought, you know what, get the headset, keep the hands free, get the credit cards even faster. That was my strategy. But the thing is, you just run out of time. You just can't do that many calls. It's like you're scaling your emails, you get more replies, you need to call more people. So I needed to get smarter, not work harder. So we made some tweaks to the process, the funnel, whatever you want to call it. So now, send email, follow up on email, get reply. Now, instead of jumping straight into the call after we got the reply, we would push them to the video. Now, the video, this has evolved over time. I just went back to my trusty method, get Loom out, record a video. The best tip I can give you when you're doing this kind of thing, just don't watch the video back. Just film the video, send video. And I went back a few days, like when I was doing my slides and stuff, I went back to watch my latest demo video. Oh my God, it's so bad. And I haven't watched it in months and months and months. But I haven't done anything about it. I've just left it because it works. But yeah, so we film video, put it on a landing page, add some testimonials, then did a call, got a credit card. That was just a step that we took in. And this did a lot of the heavy lifting for us. Like the stuff that I was talking about on the call with people, now was getting picked up with the video. And then we did some small optimizations. We added more reviews and testimonials, built trust. So obviously they just received a cold email. You know what I mean? Like you get a lot of spammy emails, don't you? Then we added some case studies, like showed some of the results of like where we're taking somebody's GMB to where it is now, time differences, the uplifting calls, website clicks, traffic, all of that stuff. And then we added an instant buy option, because some of the times that I was calling people, I'm like, yeah, we just want to buy. Like, I was annoying them by calling them. So we added the instant buy option. Made it easy for people to sign up without having a call. It's a win-win. They watched. I think they just signed up. Like, that's what happened. I just checked my phone and people just started paying. So then I was like, okay, we're on something here. Now, does anybody use Wistia to host their videos, landing pages or anything like that? I've been using Wistia for a while now. Now, the very first reason we used Wistia was because when you've got a landing page, I'm not like a super conversion guy, but when you've got a YouTube video on a landing page, there's all buttons flashing about, there's suggested next videos, and their job is to get that person to watch that video to go and watch some more videos on YouTube. So I wanted a way to just control my landing page. I don't want traffic leaking from my landing page. So that's why we went over to Wistia. Was the main reason. Now, not a lot of people know about this little thing in Wistia. So on the left-hand side, you just got the time, people are watching the video, and then the number here, the 1, 2, 4, and 8, that shows how many videos they've watched that you've got hosted. The other thing is here, it pulls their email address through. So you know who's watched your video. All right. And you know how many times Jeff's watched a video. So you click into that and that will show you Jeff's watched this video and that video. Here's how long he's watched them for. Then this bit here, so you got the heat map so you can see how long they've watched it. But this bit, it gets darker the more times they watch that part of the video, which is super interesting. So obviously if you've got like a sales video, you can kind of see which bits they're stopping on, rewinding, which is super useful. Now, what we did is when somebody watched 100% of the video, we set up a zap to trigger to send me a notification that John has watched 100% of our sales video. Now, off the back of that, I just jump on the phone and call him as fast as I can. John, you watched 100% of the video. What's the last 4 digits? But then, every month, every week, they just get more and more replies. So we're just finding ways to automate stuff, to put a bit of, not friction, but like to pick up as many sales as we could without somebody getting on the phone. Then we added a WhatsApp in. So when somebody watches 100% of a video, it triggers, and then I pre-record a video on my phone that gets sent to their WhatsApp, and they feel like I've reached out to them. The video works really, really well. Now I've got a little pro hack for you here. When you've got a long form landing page, it's difficult, especially if there's loads of copy on there. Like it's hard to work out how far people are getting down your page. So by putting Wistia on, and you've strategically got your videos placed down your landing page, you can kind of get a gauge of how far people are getting down. It's not an exact science, but you kind of get a gauge of where people are getting down a page. Then the other thing is, I don't see a lot of people do this, is record videos and put them in your FAQs. Because if you can see who's watched a video and how many videos they've watched, and you've got your FAQs as videos, you can see their objections. So if your sales guy is going to jump on a call with Nick, and 3 of the videos are around price-sensitive FAQs, or that you kind of know that's his objection, or part of it when you're going to jump on a call, super useful. Now, this is the email that we sent. This is like version 24 or something like that. It just evolved as time. But yeah, just a quick one. When you Google locksmith near me or locksmith your town, do you spot your business at the top? If you do, boo, you're smashing it. But if you're not, you're missing out on loads of local folks who want your skills. I can help and I can do it quickly. Ping me a reply and I'll show you how to get noticed for less than the cost of a daily Starbucks. Catch you soon, Ryan. Now that email has made me a lot of money. So what I was going to do, I've highlighted bits here and I was going to break it all down for you, but I've got 100 slides to get through. So I've created a PDF here that kind of breaks down parts of the email, like why I put it in there, what it's doing, like why it worked, just capture me after this and I'll give you a PDF, all right? Kind of goes into why that emails work so well. Now, that was a while back. We've kind of got an updated version now. Just got a little bit more techy, got some merge fields and bits and bobs in there. So I spotted company name, awesome, 5-star rating with 43 reviews on Google. That's no small feat. Clearly, you're doing something right. I'm reaching out because with such a solid foundation, I think there's a great opportunity to get your company in front of even more eyes on Google. We help self-employed locksmiths across the UK get more customers from Google's Map Pack. There's no gimmicks, no ad spend, and definitely no long contracts. Now, these are kind of things, the most common things people say to us on the phone. So I just get them out of the way. And then plus, they're not talking a lot. Less than £2 a day. I've got a quick video that shows you exactly how it would work for your business. Would you mind if I send it over? Best wishes, Ryan. So that email is what we still roll with now, a different version. Everything's just kind of slightly different version of that, really. Now, does anybody know about Spintax? Like, yeah, it's like, I think when I was started cold email, it was like a nice to have. It was a nice to do. But it's like, it's essential now. I think you can't do cold email without it. Like, just for the people that don't know what it is, like, I'm still learning. But you just bang loads of variables into some brackets and it randomizes them words. So the more that you put in there, the chances are that the same email never gets sent twice. So Google, it's not flagging up to Google that the same email has been sent. So which just makes a lot of sense. I don't know all the technical side of it and algorithms and all that shit, but it makes sense to me, so I do it. And it works. And then when you do this kind of stuff, then the most point is getting email opened, okay? This is how I get emails opened. I visit their pricing page on the website. I find their most expensive service. And I put that in the subject line. I just mimic a customer. Now, I know a lot of people probably won't do that. They don't like it, but different stroke for different folk, I suppose. But getting the email open is half the battle. Nail that, and the rest becomes easier. The thing is, you could be giving away a bar of gold in your email. Same with your landing pages. You could be giving away literally a bar of gold, but if nobody goes to the landing page, if nobody opens the email, if the email don't even get delivered, there's a process to it. So for me, I just need to get the email opened, and then I've at least got a half chance of them consuming the email and taking action. And when you do, you can kind of get open rates like this. I've just picked the best one, to be honest, the highest one I could find. They're not all like this, but you can get 80s and 90% open rates. And then the more people that open your email, the more positive replies you get, and the more opportunities and the more sales that you get. It's pretty high-tech stuff. These are some of this is the numbers. So this is 2024's numbers. I just went into Google Sheets last night and just did a quick screen grab. Nothing too fancy. We sent 46,000 emails, created 426 opportunities, and we signed 101 low-ticket people. But the biggest mistake I see people make with cold email is that they think it's free. Because an email, when they send an email, it's pretty much free. But when you start doing it at scale, and you're buying domains from GoDaddy, and they cost you $1, and then when they renew at $150, and you've got hundreds of them, it can get expensive. And then you've got inboxes and software and cleaning data and data scraping. You've got all them things that, it's the biggest thing I see people make. So it's important to track the cost and the cost per reply and cost per lead and cost per sale, them kind of things. And that's kind of where we're at with it. But you have to remember that cold email is just traffic. It's the same as running ads. It's just traffic to the thing that you want them to do. So, and I think people get that a little bit mixed up.